Okay, this one's really dear to my heart. So the Marfan syndrome presents using mindfulness to increase joy and decrease stress, and that's going to take place on December 11th at 5 p.m. And the person presenting this is Tom Bassarear. Help me say his last name. Bassarear. I have a friend named Bassar, and when I look at his name, that's where I go. But anyway, I think it was like a 15-week course with Tom that we did a virtual course. There was probably 10 people in the class, and I learned so much from the short 15 weeks. I learned so much about mindfulness. I really felt like mindfulness was having like a blank, like meditation was having blank thoughts, nothing, and it's not at all. That's so far from the truth. I always believed that you have to feel all the feels, but I avoided a lot of them, and I learned so much about myself in the mindfulness group. And the way Tom is very calming, first of all, when just listening to him. He's very knowledgeable. He's a lifelong learner, which makes a huge difference. He didn't just like learn the technique and then teach it to everybody. He really knows how to give you like a whole array of options of what works for you. And I can say it's probably been a year, more than a year, that I took that course, and I use the techniques every day. I think the only one that I went in with was I would do the breathing, because I learned really early on that breathing would calm my mind when I was in the moment of being scared. So I realized that I could breathe. I would use my fingers because nobody would notice me, and I'd breathe, and I would do that with my hand in my lap. But that's the only skill I went in with, and I left with so much. So I really, really encourage you. I'm going to definitely try to make that one. He's wonderful. I guess I should read this part. Living with a chronic illness presents unique challenges that can significantly impact both physical and emotional well-being. And that is so true. I don't think we all realize what the mental health impact on our physical being also. This webinar explores how mindfulness practices can serve as valuable tools for managing the daily stresses and uncertainties that come with chronic health disease. Participants will learn about practical mindfulness techniques that can help cultivate moments of joy, reduce anxiety, and develop a more balanced perspective while navigating their health journey. This session will discuss how incorporating mindfulness into daily routines can enhance overall quality of life, improve stress management, and foster a greater sense of emotional resilience. Whether you're new to mindfulness or looking to deepen your practice, this webinar offers insight for anyone seeking to better cope with the complexities of chronic disease. And you do need to register down there. The other thing I'd like to say with mindfulness is for myself, Tom presented lots of different techniques, and I kind of picked ones that were working for me at the time. But what I like about going back and listening to any of his presentations is then I start picking up other ones, and I kind of add them to my bag of tools instead of, okay, I learned these 4 things and I use them consistently. With something like mindfulness, you get you get yourself on that bottom platform and you're ready to go. You get the beginning techniques, but then it's something where you build on them. So I definitely recommend anybody anywhere in their journey to join.